Hello. I have Hero Tracker things from you. I have had an insane day. So the fact that I'm even making this video is a flippin' miracle. Okay? Legitimately a miracle. It's also sort of incomplete. But I will explain. Okay? We're gonna do the fun, woo, we're zooming. We're gonna do that stuff. Okay? It'll be great times. Everyone will laugh and have so much fun. Looking at the Hero Tracker for Fire Emblem Heroes for September 2025. I hate this game sometimes. Especially on Tracker Day when I have a morning call that's kind of important, and then also someone's coming to fix another leak that wasn't actually a leak in the first place. If you've been to live streams, you know. Okay? I'm not going to get into that. Let's talk about this. First, some notables. Randoms. Don't know really what's happening here, but they're coming back. Ooh. Ooh. Fun. Really fun. Revival should be these yahoos over here for September. Hall of Forms. Based on what's happening with Yoon, I think this pretty much confirms that Celica is making an appearance in that. I don't know. It's really... This game is confusing, man. I think, genuinely, they stopped telling us which months were Emblems, Legends, and Mythics because it just gave them more freedom to just be like, F it, we ball. You know what I mean? Because, like, look at this. It's empty! What are they doing? Anyway, these are the new and upcomings. I did leave Hector and I left Marth. Okay? I don't know if that really matters. We'll find out. This is going to be posted in Discord as well for supporters. And then also I'll post it on the YouTube community tab as well. I'm still working on getting a Patreon up so I can just like use it as a messaging board system. And I might throw like a $1 tier on there if you guys want to help support over on Patreon. If you're Patreon folks, we'll figure it out. But I hate the way the community tab is. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm not complaining about YouTube services right now. That's not the purpose of this video. Let's look at Dub Spesh. Everybody's favorite. I didn't really know what was happening here, but Colorless kind of informs everything in the fact that I don't know. These guys over here, this feels incomplete to me for obvious reasons. So it sort of feels like they're going to, like, we may see some of this change as well based on what's happening with the random thing next month. We didn't get a notification for Remix Heroes, so I don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of up in the air stuff, but I did my best, okay? I'm tired. I'm a tired man. So I think what they're going to have to do is 5-star, 5-star, 4-star duo block over here. I think that's what makes the most sense to me. And then they just jump over Corrin, but they gave us Camilla way early. So it makes sense, probably, in their heads, in their brains, potentially. I would look for this to make a comeback in November, I think. So just, you know, be aware of that. It's anybody's guess, honestly. Let's talk Remix real quick. Let's talk Remix. So, what I was anticipating for the half anniversary, which they've done pretty much every year since they started doing it, was another announcement of Remix Heroes getting popped into sections, right? They didn't do that. Unless they did and I missed it. But Yoon is now back here. Celica used to be there. I think that's why Celica has to be in Hall of Forms. I guess. Or maybe Celica's here, and then Hathran's actually over here. Is that Hather? Hather. God, all the names are the same. Hather is actually over here. Okay, which I think is probably what's happening. But I didn't change any of that. The months are still the same. They're just not in the right places. Except for Celica, who is down here, and she may not be there. It's a hot mess, and I acknowledge that. This is the best we're going to get today, okay? All right? This is the best we're going to get today. Never buy a house. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so, I don't know what all this looks like. We know that Asker and Veronica are getting remixed. That's already in the update. Bing, bang, boom. Done. Okay? I was anticipating a notice. Maybe it will come next month. I don't know. We did see the likes of Alear and Camilla move from February over to March. So there's that. I think Zoe's having a panic attack behind me. I'm not really sure what all is happening there, but that kind of feels like this is an announcement thing. Stuff's getting moved. Because they definitely do the remix pool announcements for February. That I do not anticipate changing because that's the anniversary. That's the annual portion, right? So this kind of feels like, hey, they're getting remixed in March because they're getting announced in February. And that's really all I have to inform that thought. Nothing else. So here's what I'm thinking. This is when everybody's coming back, by the by. If you want Diamant, now is probably the time to get him. Okay, I'm gonna just be so for real with you. He's on a pretty good share at the moment, I think. But if you don't have Lynn, I don't know. Maybe you wait until then. He's sharing with Lynn now. I don't know why he would just... There's one wild card. I guess if you don't care about Fallen Alear, wait till December. Full stop. If not, the share is basically the same. September. September's wide open, and I think it has to do with the fact that Hather and Goto are over here. I don't think they're getting bumped, which is why my prediction is the way it is. We'll talk about it in a second. The thing I want to note for Micaiah fans, she's got a pretty good share now. She's got a pretty good share in October. Do with that what you will. Another healer and another healing hands. She's getting pigeonholed pretty heavy in those two categories of shares. So I don't see what happens after October being any different. All right. So Micaiah is going to be back in October, which is probably relevant to some people because she is the most recent emblem, and people probably will care about that. Speaking of new emblems, I think we're probably going to have one this month, which is why my prediction looks that way. Now, this looks really bad, but when you inform it with the fact that Hather and Goto are coming back, this actually starts to make a lot more sense. Again, I don't know if we're going to get a late announcement that there's another update to the remix pool. They are wickedly far behind on remixes. Calling it like I see it, man. They could honestly do a remix every month, and they'd probably be okay. Legitimately. Because they're so far behind in the first place, and then we get at least one new one every month. Sometimes we'll get two. They could do more. That's all I'm saying. So this is what I think it's probably going to end up looking like. Which, for Tiki fans, or just anybody that needs Scowl Echo, this is going to hurt really badly. I need Scowl Echo. I'm that person that is hurting badly right now. This, honestly, kind of god tier for me, because I could use more Goto merges, frankly. Loki's there, that is what it is. But Naga? Ayo? Huge. Huge if true. Blue, we've known about this one for a hot minute. And then red, obviously, is likely going to be the most stacked and least questionable, because you're going to have the shiny new rearmed sword. You're going to have the just colossal nightmare that is Legendary Black Knight. And then you're also likely going to have a new emblem. It'd be Roy, that's all I'm saying. So, take that for what you will. That's what I think it's going to be. This is what I think it's likely to be. I will work on updating it after September to re-include all of these things, probably to only have them do an announcement in October. That then ruins all my work. I think what I might do, actually, there's potential for me just making 2 different copies and then highlighting both of them. Because it would legitimately be easier. Actually, it would be the same amount of work to copy this and then make edits versus edit and just this. So, we'll see. Anyway, that's what I got. Oh, also, down here, I didn't have time to change it last minute. But technically, could be Emblem Sigurd. Could be both! They did an Emblem Marth meets Mythic Medius. They could do an Emblem Sigurd meets Legendary Deirdre. Whoa! That'd be huge. For sure, that would be crazy. I still don't know what's going on here. That's pretty nuts to me. I'm assuming we'll just have somebody new in October. And then a lot of these will come back in November. Until Heimdall, who I think is blue, shows up over there. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope this helps. I will see y'all later tonight for live stream. Bye-bye.